All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio, Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head. This was a pleasure. It's a treat, man.
Yeah.
Carson Cash, Canberra Ave. You know what I'm saying? Read the room out right now. Jayson Cash in the building, bro.
Man,
What's going
appreciate
on?
y'all having me, man.
It's good to have you here. The project's out. The love has been received in the streets. I see you tweet today that, you know, ever since the day, every day since the project's been out, people been talking about that, man. Talk about that love and receiving that from the people, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, especially like seeing people that don't know me or don't follow me or anything like that, just really like showing the project some love. It's just letting you know that they just heard some shit, fucked with this shit, and was like, okay, well, let me tell somebody about it. Yeah. It's a good feeling for sure.
I like polished cash. I like
what is polished cash? What do you mean?
Because when you came up here and you freestyled on our show, like that was like a different cash than the cash now. Like that cash was like, these niggas got me fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, you still that.
No, that was chip on my shoulder cash for sure.
Okay. So the energy is a little different. Like you got money, you know, you.
It ain't even just that. Life humbled me.
Life humbled you.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Because I was talking about who had me fucked up, but I had myself fucked up.
Explain.
By not fully applying myself, not fully taking advantage of everything that's in front of me. Now it's like, you know, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do on my end. I know my team, my homies, my in-crowd team, we doing what we supposed to do amongst us. So it's like right now it's just like we just doing the work as opposed to feeling like somebody's supposed to do something for us.
I always talk about that. Nobody owe you shit.
Yeah,
so why do you feel like, for other artists that are probably listening to you right now, why do you think that artists always feel like somebody owe them something? Or producers?
Because they be doing shit with, and their heart don't be right when they do it. And I can attest because I've been in that position where it's like you do something for somebody, in your mind it's not thinking that they owe you one, but in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you feeling like they're supposed to do something for you because some shit you did for them. Gotcha. So I feel like a lot of people, they move around doing things and feeling like that it's a transaction as opposed to like sowing seeds. So how I feel like, I was explaining this to the homie T-Reg the other day, it's like, nigga, we got to bake our own cake. Anything anybody else do for us is just the icing. But people be complaining because they expected somebody else to bake their cake. So it's like now you looking like, damn, it ain't shit. But I feel like if I bake my own cake and somebody adds some icing, if it's not enough shit, I'm going to put some more icing on that motherfucker. I'm not dependent on nobody to bake the cake for me.
Is there a series of moments that you get to that revelation? Or was there like one big wake-up moment? You're like, oh, okay, I got myself, like you said, I got myself fucked up.
Shit, just not being in the position that you want to be in. You know, and you feeling like, damn, like certain things don't go the way that you thought they would. Like, okay, you do this song, you do that song, you make this move, you make that move, and it's not cracking.
Right.
And you're like, okay, well, shit, like, all right, let me dial back. What am I doing wrong? Or what can I be doing different? How can I apply myself more? Like, this the most that I've been outside. I'm not super social. You know what I mean? Like, Fuzzy was, he mentioned how we was at the Atlantic party on Sunday. It's like the most that I like socialize.
Right.
I don't really like being in people's faces and just chopping if I don't know you like that. You know what
but
I'm saying?
how else do you expect to get to know people?
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's what I'm saying. I had myself fucked up. I had the game fucked up because I was playing it wrong. And I told you, we had a conversation about that in the studio. And I was just saying, like, I hate the politics in this shit. And you was like, no, you got to learn to love that shit. And, you know, I'm learning to love it because, shit, it's not going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere.
So
yeah. I think what's dope too is not even just the not the fact that I really love the project.
Thank you.
I really do.
You know this nigga a tough critic, so
he'll let you know.
I would tell you if I mean I told you certain things, but
no, yeah, for sure.
I really like the project because I feel like it's honest.
Yeah,
it's really honest. And I saw you tweet something. I think you were like, I like the fact that you're more interactive on Twitter.
For sure.
You're trying to be more. I see the effort.
You're making the effort.
You're making the effort. But I seen you say something about how it was somebody that said something about the music that was coming out. And you was like, I put out a whole project. Right. Nobody died on my album.
Right.
Nobody. I mean, on my project.
Right.
I'm not shooting niggas.
Right.
I'm not selling drugs.
Like, I got shot 3 times, and I don't even mention getting shot on this project. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, because a lot of people were saying, like, how people aren't bringing anything new to L.A. rap, or people were saying, like, what's missing in L.A. rap and how we behind for this. And I just felt like, nah, that's not the case. You just don't know everything that's coming out. Like, I really stand on that. We dropped a whole project that's that's all in house, all the homies, everybody that's featured on this project is somebody I can pick my phone up and call, you know, and I didn't go in there lying. You know, I made some cool, fly, regular shit for a regular dude in LA. Like that's what I am. I'm not no gangbanger. I never was just the most popular person in the world or anything like that. I always worked a job, etc. And I just talk from my perspective instead of fronting like it's something different.
And I think that that's important for people to really dial into, just because of the simple fact that there's more people like that than there are gangbangers. Yeah. Like we know all the street dudes, but it's more people like us than not. And I think that's where people got it fucked up.
Right. And it's crazy because like somebody was telling me the other day that they felt like I held back on the project because the way I rap when I freestyle, it don't sound like that, and you were supposed to rap this way, that way, or whatever. And it's like, it's crazy because on the contrary, when DJ Head say you fuck with the project, when usually Head's favorite Jason Cash records are the one where I'm rapping. But I feel like with this shit, a lot of people didn't know what to expect, and a lot of times people want to put their like expectations on you. I feel like I made the music that I wanted to make. I was very intentional with the sound and even the sequence of the project and what songs was on there. Like it was certain shit. And it's not even just me, because it was a song that I wanted to put on this project that JFK of the Eastie Boys kept telling me like, yeah, bro, like that one, it's not that the song is bad, but for this project, it don't work. Like if they're going to say it's one song on here that they don't fuck with, it's gonna be that one, just because it don't fit with the wave that we going with in this project. So I listened to him.
I fuck with that.
And I tried to go back and forth with him a few times, but ultimately I took the song off.
So what's the definition for you? I mean, we know obviously what "read the room" means, but for you, your intentions, what was going behind that as far as the title and all that?
Well, like shit, man, y'all know me for a minute.
Right.
A lot of people feel like I just came out of nowhere or something, but like I played the back. I was always the plus one. It feel crazy even being able to go to parties now and shit with my homies. Like I'm bringing plus ones, but I've always been the plus one. It's never been about Jayson Cash. So when it wasn't, I paid attention to what was going on. I watched how people move. I watched how people treat the person I came with. You know what I mean? I might catch some shit bro didn't catch. Like, nah, he don't really fuck with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally read the room, and then sitting in the room watching, like, shout out to Simba. Like I was in the room with Simba a lot while different people were coming to the studio to hear his shit. And so I watched like, okay, the order that you play songs, what songs you supposed to get off early, etc. So literally just sitting back, watching people like Simba, watching people like Blast that I had the privilege to be around, watching all that and paying attention. So it's like when it was my turn, like I knew how to move. Then the flip side as well is like, I had to read myself before I entered the room. So that goes back to like the whole being self-aware and humbling myself and taking a certain chip off my shoulder. Like I had to be real with myself before I can even enter the room, because I would have played myself out moving the way I would have moved before, you know? And then lastly, I felt like people always ask you like, what's some advice you would give like a kid that want to rap or something like that? I would literally tell them like, read the room. So then when my shit worked, and my picture is on this wall and it's plaques that I'm sending y'all and etc. It's like, and they're gonna be like, how'd you do this shit? I'm gonna literally tell them I read the room.
I love that.
Do you think that you said something just right now? You said like you had to get over your own shit, right?
Hell yeah.
What's the number one thing that you had to get over? Is it ego? Is it pride? What's the number one thing? When you say you had to do work on yourself, what's that one thing that you had to overcome?
Trusting my team.
Trusting your team.
Yeah. Because like I've worked with people and moved with people and been led the wrong way so many times that I'd be like, dog, like my life depending on this shit. Like
can't play.
You're not about to fuck this up. But I be so hands on to the point where it's like you don't get the chance to fuck it up or even help me because I'm in the way. So it's like it got to a point like with the beats, especially because I used to produce on my own shit. So it's like, it's a certain way that I be wanting shit to be, but it had to get to a point where me talking to the Eastie Boys, like, if we get a idea going and they start adding shit to beats, like, I just get out the way and just let them, you know, do what they do. I might still give my input, like, okay, let's change the snare, this, that, and the third, but I can't stun them before they even get this shit rolling, you know? So that was one of the major things. But also past that is just like, of course, like you said, the ego and just the bitterness. You know,
You felt like you was bitter?
hell yeah, I was
Why?
bitter as fuck because I felt like I was supposed to been on. That's how I felt.
Based
But
on what though?
just the same confusion that we all have, just thinking just because you good, like this shit supposed to work. You know, so being around this shit, moving around, you know, Blast was one of my close friends. I'm watching a dude that I was broke with just take off. It's like, nigga, where mine? I'm watching me and Simba was just, you know what I mean, broke together, and I'm watching him just go viral, followers just stacking. Where my shit at? You know? So you feeling like that, and you feeling like you gotta prove something, but that's why read the room. I'm not just rapping shit to death because I don't feel like I gotta prove I can rap. I can rap. I can make songs. I'm making the shit that I want to make. I'm moving how I want to move and doing what I want to do because now I'm not looking at how this person runs their race or where this person is at. I'm more so thinking about where I am and what I can do to build myself up as well as build up my team.
And everybody has their own blueprint too. So
Yeah,
what
for
works
sure.
for one person is not going to work for you. You guys
Yeah.
can run the exact same race, and it's like your results are going to be completely different than the next person.
And I'm not them.
Right, exactly.
I'm not them. Like I'm Jayson Cash.
Now, when you said when you talk about like the getting over the bitterness and like basically arriving, what was the moment where you felt like you was over? Was it getting a record deal? Was it?
No, I was bitter with a record deal. I was bitter with a deal, having money.
What made you? What was the overcome? Or are you still going through it? You still working through it?
Nah, I feel like the place that I'm in right now is like I understand why my route is the way it is. Like I'm breaking ground. You know, like again, I'm occupying a space that I feel hasn't been occupied. I feel like most of the rappers that can rap don't really be able to make songs like that. So a lot of times either you just all the way rap or or you just all the way Jason Derulo out the game. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but I'm just saying like just those lanes. So I feel like I'm occupying the space of LA of like a nigga who you know can rap. These niggas know I get busy for real. You know what I'm saying? But I don't aspire to be known for being able to rap. Like I want to be known for songs. So then when you mix the fact that I'm representing a place that, you know, in LA is not really super the cool thing to say you from Carson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we know.
You feel me? So it's like I'm coming from a place where it's like, not to say I'm the first one to do it, you know, like if there's no Absol, there's no Reason, you know, Bishop Lamont Razzcast, I can go.
Right. The list goes on,
I can really go down, even y'all, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm literally still pushing in a lane that's not really we haven't really seen it in the rap space, like go mainstream. You know?
I feel that. Now, you talking about coming from a place. I always hear people say, "Oh, this is too West Coast.
Yeah,
this is too this," and I got a real issue. I let it go for a lot of for a lot of years, and now I'm really having. It might be because I'm getting old, but I really got an issue with that because I never hear anybody say that Future is too
Atlanta,
too this is too South. I never hear some Houston music and be like, oh, this is too South, or Eminem is too Midwest,
but
or
you gotta remember,
Kanye is too Midwest, or Jay-Z is too East Coast. Like that's only put on us.
Yeah, but
and I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
The people that tell you that, they don't be from here. So it's like,
facts.
Instead of like, it offended me for a second until I realized it's like, well,
you don't get it.
Like, you know, I can't even expect you to get it. Like me and you were talking about some whole other shit when you was like, you know, if you put some math homework in front of your daughter, like my daughter is 1.5 years, and she didn't know how to do it, are you gonna get mad at her? Like you're expecting her to understand some shit that she don't understand.
That's true.
And when you said that to me, like I repeated that to like a few different people, and it fucked us all up. You know what I'm saying? So again, shout out to that, the game that we get behind, you know, behind the scene as well. But yeah, bro, on one end, I'll be lying if I say like it didn't irritate me to a degree, because it's like this is what I know. So it's like you want me to act like these are not my influences, you know? But then in the same breath, I also understand those aren't my only influences either. So it's like I am influenced by Kanye, I am influenced by, you know, Pharrell, and you know, it's a lot of different shit. But Fuzzy said something the other day, and he was just like, bro, you don't just sound West Coast because the beats you rap on. Nigga, you talk like it, your slang.
It's
your
our
dialect.
lingo.
Yeah, it's just, it's us. And I feel like at the end of the day, it's just everybody don't know me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the beautiful things about Read the Room is like all the love that we getting is like it's literally it's legit. Cause I didn't have like a big fan base and then drop a project and it's like, niggas wanna like it just cause they like me. You know what I'm saying? It's like what's happening right now is people are liking the music and then seeing like, okay, we fuck with him too. Like he cool. You know what I mean? But again, like that's because I sound familiar. I sound like home. But I don't feel like I sound like everybody else from home because I'm doing something a little different. Right. I'm rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping, I'm talking my story. I'm not referencing certain things. I don't be smoking. I'm a social drinker. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing illegal. I always work the job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even my subject matter is just a little different. But it's that same groove because like I came up off quick. You know what I mean? My favorite rapper is Sugar Free. Yeah. I love Battle Cat. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Snoop, I'll argue with you that you can arguably say that he's the greatest rapper of all time.
For sure. For sure.
Kendrick is my GOAT, but I'm just saying, like, I came up off that. I'm a student of that, like, and then on top of that, my in-house producers are the Eastie Boys who did Movie for Blast and Bino, who did Chosen for Blast, About You for Blast. It's like, yeah, nigga, it's what's in the water.
Right. What I love to see, man, when we came out to the Roxy, man, just seeing the love that the people gave you, man. We was in the back just embracing that moment for you, bro. And I think everybody in that room felt the same way. Yeah. Like you deserved that moment. It was good to see people come out and you really receive it. What was it like for you when you saw the full crowd? People reciting the words, just going crazy for you.
So two things is I'll give two notes. So you guys were there, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all really, I fuck with the fact that y'all actually really came for the full experience. Y'all didn't go backstage. Y'all literally was there for the shit.
Right.
So y'all actually caught the feeling in the air, whether I was in the room or not. So when you come out there and I do my first song, I get into All I Know, and I'm looking like the excitement of people as they see me. That's the first time I've ever done a show where the people came for me.
Right.
I've always been an opener. I've always been, I've never done a show where the people came for me, and it's like the feeling was surreal. Mm-hmm. Like surreal. Like I almost fucked my lyrics up just thinking for a second, like looking at the faces, the familiar faces, seeing people that I've seen on social media that I don't know personally, like, damn, they really in this motherfucker, Yeah. And then, like you said, getting into certain songs, like doing Top Down that had only been out like some weeks and niggas are singing it.
Right.
I'm doing the Dom record and niggas is singing. I'm like, damn, like
it's resonating with
it's
people.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta remember it's the release show. Yeah. So I'm performing certain songs that niggas ain't heard yet. Yeah. And they just tapped came in, out. Fucking with me. I'm like, crazy feeling.
That's why I was like, it's a full circle moment just from seeing where you started, right?
Hell yeah.
Seeing you, like you said, play the background, be the plus one. And for you to have that moment, for you to close out that show, for people to be there for you, I get goosebumps just thinking about that, man, because we don't get too many of them stories. And I'm glad that you took it the same way. Some people be so in the moment where they can't really enjoy it, but I'm glad you like really kind of like took it all in.
It was crazy because it's like, like again, I've done shows and performances and different shit like that, but with me being an opener, I never brought my parents and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I got
no, your family.
Yeah. So like
it was somebody was behind me loud as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah. Somebody that can call him Jayson.
It was somebody that was like, it was a woman and she was a nice sized woman. I didn't want to say nothing to her, but she was there for you, bro.
Yeah, man. So that was crazy. Like I remember being backstage, praying with my family, and then before I'm sitting in the little tunnel before you come out, and I know what my DJ Skyfall was gonna play before I came out. Shout out my boy Osama, Underrated.
Yep.
Shouts out, man.
So I told him like make sure you play Underrated before I came out. So as I'm hearing Underrated, I'm like, okay, I know it's that time. So like I had a little towel and I gave it to my mom, right? And I was just like, watch this. And then the Eastie Boys, like, we extended All I Know, and JFK is playing the key, and I'm just telling him, like, just watch this. And I go out stage, heard they been wondering where Cash at, and then it's like,
I remember that shit was fire.
Hold on though, too, because we got to talk about, Cash getting on the keys yourself.
Oh,
I've been seeing you dibble and dabbling, man. Talk about this. Is this something that you I know you talked about producing and doing that as well, but it's like, is this something that you kind of one day extend your circumstance with, or is like, just playing around?
That's something that I do for enjoyment. But I grew up in the church, so like my big brother really plays the piano. I played the drums, so it's like he used to play on the piano, he'll teach me to do it.
Got it.
So I can play it, so he can get on the drums, and then he'll play it while I get on the drums, like when we was kids. But I always like. Again, going back to All I Know, like on that record, the synth that's playing on the song is me.
Oh,
like I did it.
Really?
Yeah. But JFK and C-Styles, they always be like, man, you might as well. You might as well.
You be an Eastie boy. Come on.
Right. So, yeah, I be getting my Eastside lessons from Eastside JFK, man,
How did you guys link up, you and the Eastie Boys?
So the first they had ever heard of me, I did a show at the C-Styles. I did a show at Soul in Carson.
Shouts out, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
His brother was performing as well, right? His brother performed, so that's how he first heard me.
Okay.
So then I was pulling up on Blast. This maybe like 2016 or so. Mm-hmm. I pulled up on Blast and JFK was there with before I even met JFK. So me and Blast, we did a song together in 2016 called Darling Girl, but it was produced by the Eastie Boys, but they wasn't called the Eastie Boys at that time. It was like the first record we had linked back up and did when we was just kicking in the studio. So one day I pulled up and JFK was there. Like, so me and Blast like physically met JFK the same day. Mm-hmm. So then when JFK heard me that day, I guess he told C-Styles about me, but it was like they had both already knew who I was, but just from different things. Yeah. So like we linked like that. So I gotta for sure credit that to Blast for sure.
Nice. Now, okay, so you talk about one of your favorites, Sugar Free. Now, we of course we know the backstory, right? You've linked with Sugar Free before.
Man, you talking about Sugar Free that posted me on Instagram and said I'm his clone.
I'm going there, right? So you have these moments.
Okay.
You have better moments with Sugar Free than a lot of people have, right? A lot of people say that, Sugar Free is their favorite, but not a lot of people have Sugar Free posting them.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can have, Sugar Free, doing the beat and having them rap behind it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, talk about those moments, man. How does that feel for you?
We were just in a group chat yesterday.
You was in a group chat with Sugar Free?
No, just me and my.
I was about to say.
Add that to the list.
Me and Sugar Free definitely text.
No, y'all could text, but being in a group chat with Sugar Free is a different level of fire.
Hey, man, you gotta check that off the list.
That's a bucket list.
Nah, bro, what's crazy?
Add me to that motherfucker.
We was in a group chat talking about how this nigga Sugar Free, he literally be reposting everything I be doing. This nigga had reposted stuff from 2018 the other day.
Get out of here. You serious?
We like, damn, this nigga
in.
like, but yeah, bro, it's fucking surreal, man. Like, I told him, I'm like, man, like, when you reposting my shit and you call me a clone, like, bro, in my crib, like, damn, hold on, I'm getting teary right now. That shit made me drop. Damn, that shit made me drop real tears, dog. Like, he really mean that to me. Yeah. And damn, that's crazy. For real, bro, like, those are those moments that let you know that you arrived in this shit. Like, bro, I would never think, especially this early in my career, that my favorite rapper would really, like, see what I'm doing and embrace it and really fuck with me like that. Yeah. Like, man, like, I really got to check, like, with your style, bro, like, what I took from you. And I see you and you compliment my style. Like, that shit is crazy.
So the only reason why I bring that up, man, is it's like, we talk about having these moments, these ups and those downs, but I hope you really, like, go back to that when you feeling low again. Because it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Yeah. It's going to happen. But really know that you're here for a reason.
But you know what, though, bro? That's what's changed the most. Like, when I feel low or I feel discouraged, I pull from that as opposed to pulling from, and this
the negativity
on me this much.
Okay.
That's literally, that's a big change. Like, because, again, especially going through what I went through, like, getting shot and et cetera, like, you're here for a reason so many times, and it's like, you get tired of hearing that shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But now I'm understanding, like, man, like, God really working in my life. Sure. Like, these things that's important to me that might not be important to everybody else. Like, somebody way on the East Coast or way in a different place don't know how big of a deal it is for Sugar Free to call me his clone. They might not know how big a deal it is for me to have Dom Kennedy on 2 records on my project. They probably don't get that.
It ain't for them.
But it ain't for them.
Right.
Because it's like, man, I'm literally being blessed for real, bro.
Now, this is something I want to talk about.
Okay.
You and Mustard.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Mustard.
Yeah. Man,
obviously, top
Mustard.
down. It's a toss up. I go back and forth. It's kind of like, honestly, this is the same conversation I had with Nip when he was here.
Uh-huh.
My favorite song on the album changes.
Man, that's a good thing.
Week to week. Like I'll go him for like a week. Then I'll go like Selfish for like a week. Then I'll go Top Down for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Silas was telling me the same thing about Top Down. He was like, man, I play that shit.
Bro,
Over and over.
I wish I could show you in my phone, like, I wish it showed you how many times you played the song.
I mean, you don't need to. Apple just said he got 3 million plays. So, I mean, I'm sure you got some
Congratulations.
of that. Congratulations on that.
But you and Mustard, I feel like the chemistry is there.
Yeah.
Linking with him in the studio, I know y'all recorded the song together, right?
Yeah.
When you went and did that, now I know you probably didn't have a pre-existing relationship with Mustard, like not like that, right?
Nah, I had seen him like one time.
So when you went in the studio, was it like, I'm here for a reason? Was it I got something to prove? Was it let's make some shit? Was it I gotta prove myself? What was it?
Nah, it's crazy because the most awkward shit for me, especially with people like a status like that, be like talking to him. Once we get in the studio, like, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once we in here, like, we doing the same shit. Even though I haven't accomplished what you've accomplished, or I haven't been in this shit as long as you, it's like, I know what to do when I get in the studio. So, like I said, the trickiest part be like, my most nerve-wracking thing was talking to him on the phone.
Did you have y'all had conversations and shit before y'all recorded?
Bro, the nigga gave me his number that day. I texted him, he called me. Like, he called me and we were sitting on the phone, and I was in the studio that same day, like hours later.
Word.
Wow. So that was like the longest. I mean, shit.
What do you think makes the chemistry? Because Top Down is fire.
Thank you.
What do you think makes the record better? Is it the relationship you have with the producers? Because you and the Eastie Boys work crazy. Is it the conversation that goes in before the music?
Definitely. It's the conversation, because I don't write, like, not in a traditional sense, at least. Like, I don't write raps down. Like, having to turn in lyrics for my project is difficult because I literally don't write raps down. Like, I think the Eastie Boys in here. Remember Mustard, the first song we did that day? He thought I had already wrote it in my head because I went in the booth and I'm like line by line and coming up with a verse. He literally thought like I came there with shit till I started talking about some shit that was like current with what we was going on. He was like, oh. No, like this nigga. He tell y'all like, oh, this nigga crazy. Like,
he really got that all.
Yeah, like he telling them like, yeah, this nigga crazy.
Did you hear what he just said though? He said the first song they did.
Yeah, he did. Head heard a couple.
I heard a couple.
Yeah, he heard a couple.
Oh, no.
How many songs did y'all do?
I think it was 3 songs the first day, and then we came back another day. We did some more. Yeah, a couple. Like, yeah.
Are you on Mustard's album that he working on?
Nah.
Hey, everybody be like, I don't know if I can talk about this yet.
Nah.
Are you on the new Kendrick album that's coming out next in 4 or 5 years from now? We want to know. Like,
nah, but I've been around for like, I've been in the studio with him, like, you know, in general. Like, we end up getting cool. Yeah. I went to Vegas with the nigga and shit, went bowling and different shit like that. Like, you know, Mustard cool. Like, nah, I wouldn't say that. Like, I haven't went to like lay nothing for his album in that regard. But
so the songs,
I don't know what his album is either.
So the songs you recorded, whose songs are they?
Man, we just did songs.
Whose songs are
they? Yeah. We got records. Whose records are these? They're going on the Eastie Boys album.
You know, well, shit. Can we leak that? Fuck it.
It's already out.
That's what we working on.
Nice.
As well. You know, Eastie Boys, they did so many records for so many people, and myself, like, I feel like, you know, I got more music coming as well, but we're starting the early phases of putting together the Eastie Boys project.
As you should.
I like that.
Throw some of them things on that motherfucker.
Yeah, man, we really want to get I ain't even gonna do that.
What?
Nah, because I'm saying, like, if we could get the blessing to call it from the east side with love, we would definitely want to do that. But, that's such a staple for Dom.
That might not be bad. Speaking of Dom, twice.
Yeah.
2 appearances on the album.
Hell yeah.
Two appearances on the project.
Yeah.
I know Dom is somebody that you really, really fuck with.
Nah, yeah, I love Dom. For sure.
And I know that was a big deal for you
to
have him on your debut project like that.
Bro, wait, before you even go there, dog, I've been having to dial back and tell this story. So, moving around in LA on some regular shit, of course, you've seen Dom out, like, shopping on Fairfax and shit. But do you know that you introduced me to Dom Kennedy?
Where?
At Roddy Ricch release party for Antisocial.
Wow.
I introduced you to Dom.
You introduced me to Dom. We were standing in the front, and you told Dom, like, yo, hey, Dom, this somebody that you need to know. This is Jayson Cash.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and we took a picture. He said, your name is Jayson Cash. I'm like, yeah. So, you know what I mean? I've been meaning to show him the old picture we took. I didn't have hair yet, nothing. Like,
you got the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to see that.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you.
Moment, man.
That's why
That's
I do.
Fire.
Hold up.
You did.
I do remember that. And I was like, you need to know Jayson Cash. Like, he hard.
No, you literally said that. Mm-hmm. And you told him, like, man, he hard as fuck. And Dom chuckled, because he was like, probably like, niggas be putting the floss on shit, but he was like, yeah, you be doing your thing. I'm like, man, I be trying. And then we took a picture and shit like that. And it was just like, yeah, like you introduced me to Dom.
That's wild.
I forgot
because I met him like on some fan shit, but
right.
I had never been introduced to Dom as Jayson Cash, the artist, to that day. So then when I pulled up on the studio, like, of course, he didn't remember that shit. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. I'm thinking I just first meeting him in the studio when we made this record. But like, you introduced me to Dom Kennedy.
I do remember that, bro.
You did.
It was at Roddy's party. I do.
Oh, God. It was at the party was over. We was just in the front.
That fucked me up just now.
Yeah.
Damn, thank you for reminding me about that. I totally forgot
Thanks for doing that shit.
That picture coming soon on the gram.
Oh, no, you got to shoot that one to me.
You gonna make it
damn, you just fucked my whole mind up. I forgot what I was about to ask you, but shout out to Dom.
Yeah, shout out to Dom.
You talk about being a regular dude, having a regular job, man. I'm very curious because a lot of people are in the pursuit, right? And transitioning from that 9 to 5 to the career, man. What was it like for you to kind of hand that in? What were you doing before? Or are you still doing the 9 to 5, man? Talk to us about that.
Hell no, I haven't worked a job.
You still doing the 9 to 5?
Yeah, I haven't worked a job since 2017. But my last job was TSA.
Okay.
But shit, what I would tell them as far as like my feeling, well, before I get into what I would tell them, at first, not working a job felt really weird. And it made the pandemic really hard for me because before the pandemic, I used to just get up and I'd just go to Walmart to just feel normal. Even though it's like I'm not famous or anything like that. But when you get used to waking up and going to work and being around working class people all the time to now, even though like, I'm playing the back in these studios and et cetera, it's like I'm around rich motherfuckers and successful motherfuckers all day and you feel out of place because you're not that, you know what I mean? And it got weird. It felt weird because most of my conversation was music and, nigga, I'm about to go get this Rolex. I'm about to go get this. I'm about to get that. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point, like, it got awkward between me and my homies for a second because, like, I started having a little money and, we would send shoes that we bought and all that stuff. And now it's like, now I'm sending them joints in, sending these off-whites I just got. I'm sending this I got. And it's just like, all right, nigga, you shitting on this now or what? And I could only, at first I didn't understand, like, and I was like, damn, well, like, shit, I do get it. Like, damn, like, now I want to just see what all you bought today and shit like that. But, yeah, bro, like, I used to get up and just walk through the mall and move. So that's what's hard for me even now because now that certain places I go and people know me and shit, I'm so used to bouncing up and just moving by myself. And I can't really, it's not the, it's not the smartest thing.
Especially you got a family too, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the smartest thing for me to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the homies be on me. Like, I'm quick to be one to just walk off by myself and just go do some shit by myself. Like, they literally be on me. But as far as, like, anybody that's working their job still right now and don't really see a way out, there's definitely a way out. And I'll tell you a perfect example. I did an interview up at Dash the other day, right? And when I was walking out, the dude working security in the front, he used to be my lead at TSA. Wow. And he's like a big ass dude, and he was saying while he was there, working TSA, somebody just seen how big he was. It was like, yo, you never done security? Nigga went around the whole world doing security for all these different artists and all type of shit. And now I'm walking in where you securing to do an interview, and it's like we was both clocking in at the same place.
Awesome.
So it's definitely a way out, you know.
Did you? And I can't remember if you told us this the last time we talked, but was it a traditional way that you quit, or was there like a
walked off the job?
Did you walk off the job? Was it a medical?
I've done that before, but like now with TSA, like I was on leave for a long time after getting shot.
That's what it was.
Yeah, okay. I was on leave for a long ass time, and then they asked me to they kept pressing me about coming back. So the day I was supposed to come back, I had just met with Capital the same week, and I'm like, I'm about to sign the Capital. Fuck these niggas. So I showed up to work just knowing that I'm about to just walk about this bitch.
Yeah.
But when I showed up, my body was still fucked up. Like my arm was fucked up. I couldn't walk good and shit. So they sent me home anyway, and I just never came back.
Speaking of how, because I don't remember. I remember I meeting you after you got shot.
You met me like I was maybe like 2 or 3 days out the hospital.
Okay.
At the Nickerson.
In the Nickerson Gardens.
TD Christmas?
Yep. I walked up on him like, yo, man, I'm Jayson Cash, man. You be showing the homies love, blast, et cetera, et cetera. Like, man, like, I appreciate you. I don't want nothing from you. I just wanted to let you know who I was.
When I that's crazy because you just talked about that whole timeline, but I want to go back a little bit more. You said you have walked off jobs.
Hell yeah.
What's one of the jobs you walked off?
I want to say I walked off on Smart and Final.
So you worked at Smart?
Nigga, I worked everywhere.
Okay,
nigga.
so you worked at Smart and Final. What's the craziest walk off that you had?
Damn, craziest? Probably some warehouse shit.
So you was at the warehouse.
Oh man, fuck this shit. I'm gone. Nigga, they had us, nigga, it was like frozen ribs that we like, this shit heavy as a motherfucker, and it's cold.
So how many ribs did you pick up before you realized, like, I ain't doing this shit no more?
I know my back was hurting like a motherfucker. They got their money's worth out of me that day.
So you walked off after the shift. That defeats the purpose.
No, that was during the shift.
Oh.
We was in the middle of loading the truck.
So you just left?
Me and the homie. It's crazy. I walked over there. I didn't even have a car. Like, you
really walked off?
No, I had to convince bro to like, nigga, we about to bounce because he was my ride. So we was shit.
Ain't you tired of this shit?
Yeah,
me too.
What?
I'm like, nigga, this some bullshit, dog. Like, are they serious, bro?
And they got you fucked up like they got me fucked up.
Oh man,
let's roll.
But that shit, I got fired from some shit too.
What'd you get fired for?
Man,
and where from?
I got fired from Walmart, the grocery store. It was at the end of my shift, bro. I had just finished helping this old lady like find some fucking hot links she was looking for. I'm all in the freezer, busting my ass, like just pause, like literally trying to get her, the joints. But I hand the shit over to her, and I hear right on the intercom,
Jayson Cash.
Man, straight to the office.
Straight to the office, please. And
bro,
we know your real name,
there, bro. And I went up though. I ain't gonna lie.
What you mean?
Like Denzel go up?
It was the Walmart neighborhood market, right? In Carson.
I'm about to say the one in Carson, right up the Lamo in Avalon.
Yeah, just open. I'm like, I'm like, nigga, don't get it twisted. It's the Walmart neighborhood market. You in my neighborhood, like, nigga, like y'all got me fucked up. I'm not about to beg for the job in this motherfucker because they was like, we feel like you don't really want the job. I'm like, man, fuck that. Y'all gonna call me after I'm doing all this shit? I'm like, nah, hell no, nigga. Y'all in Carson. Like, I'm from over here. Like,
so then they fired you.
They definitely
and you
fired
left
me.
Peacefully. Did you knock anything over on the way out?
I was did I knock anything over? I don't know, but I was going up my whole way out.
Did they walk you out, security?
Yeah, it wasn't security, it was one of the managers. I forgot his name, but yeah, he walked me out. And then my dumb ass was up in there shopping, like I'm off, like I let the coast clear, all that shit. I seen them, they seen me, they looking. I'm like, shit, nigga, this is our store.
So what about anybody now has any? I mean, obviously people have changed up.
Yeah.
Has somebody blatantly changed up on you in your face, and like whether it's an old boss or old chick that you like from back in the day, or maybe even like a homie, like because they always say like the homie switch up on you first, right?
You mean like changed up in a way like they didn't fuck with me then, but now they like hell yeah, all the time. The funniest thing is seeing people that never show love or down talked or wouldn't follow me back and all that type of shit. Like DM me like, "Hey, bro, it's me."
Remember?
Like,
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, nigga, I see you, nigga. Nah, but yeah, I get it all the time. But at the same time, my big brother, man, like my big brother Hammy, he really give me a lot of game. Like sometimes you gotta charge shit to people's mind and not their heart. They ain't know no better. So it's like I don't hold no grudge. But some people it's like I don't got nothing against you, but I ain't got nothing for you either. So it's like we could coexist without having to be all in the mix. I'll see you and be cordial and shit like that, but we ain't got to hold hands and skate though.
Now you've been a father for you said about a year and a half now, man. Now that you've kind of got your feet wet in this fatherhood game, man, what advice would you have? What dad advice would you have for other people, other fathers out there?
Make time for your kid.
You talk about that on the album, FaceTime and Carter.
Yeah, like for sure. Like when I'm out of town or I'm moving around, it's times I'm in the studio, etc. It's like definitely like nobody's ever gonna be able to tell Carter like her daddy wasn't there for her. Like that's out. No way. Yeah. But again, like I love my daughter for sure. Like I love being a dad for sure, for sure. So I would really just tell people to just be patient and just learn how to balance, just like with anything else. Like,
how do you think it's affected your music, or how you work around your career? Pre-fatherhood and post-fatherhood.
Shit. I'll tell you for sure. Nigga don't be trying to miss. Like this how Carter gotta eat.
Right.
So if I don't make that shit that could get me booked or have me, walking through here or playing here, all that shit, it's like I'm playing with her.
So the tensions are up.
Especially because you gotta think like I have to be away from my child, like pursuing this. So for me to be pursuing this, like not even applying myself, like that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Man, do you fuck with Gracie's Corner?
Gracie's Corner.
Gracie's Corners go up.
That shit slaps, bro.
What's that?
Oh, your daughter, she too young.
Nah, she ain't too young for that. Go,
bro,
on Gracie's Corner and have Carter.
This nigga don't even got kids.
Yeah,
no,
because it
slaps though. No. Listen, bro, I'm not even bullshitting you. I fuck with Gracie's Corner.
It bang.
That shit slaps, bro.
Carter,
It's like turn up nursery rhyme.
Oh no. Are they black?
The little black.
Oh yeah. For sure, I've seen it. Right. Carter, her thing right now is like watching Shrek. Like she want to watch anything Shrek.
For real?
Yeah. She watch Shrek all the time. Some shit is called like Badanamu or something like that. Like she watch.
He know all that bullshit.
She watched that shit.
I gotta see it. Maybe I know it if I saw it. Peppa Pig.
It's a few different little things. She be listening to the song. Man. She be moving her shoulders like that.
See, but that's good though, because his son is ratchet. His son be watching
he be
twerk videos.
Shit. He was listening
ground shaking ass. Huh?
He was watching Tiger Tate's video. He was on that video for a minute. Like he was on Danny Lay for a long time.
Damn, for real?
Any song that Danny Lay was on, he was just like,
that nigga's a little freak, bro.
Yeah. And see, like that's what like my daughter. She definitely she likes music. Like I know what song she like of mine. I know what song she don't like. Yeah. She loves him. Like she loves that song.
For real.
Yeah.
Yo, it's gonna
be. But she hates Priority.
It really.
Yes. I think it's too slow for her.
It's gonna be interesting when
him come on, she
on it, huh?
Top down, she. Yeah. But Priority, she just be looking at me like
when she starts repeating the lyrics, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. We're at that stage right now.
Yeah, cause she's saying certain things. High five. Every time I see her, high five.
Did she say mama or daddy first?
She said dad first. But I know why, because of course she's with her mom more. So me being gone, you FaceTiming me and all that type of stuff like that. Say, it's your dad. Yeah.
So. Before we get into the questions, I saw you and Gina tweet because we saw you at the Atlantic party at that shout out to Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
You were sitting with Tank and Gina Views.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that conversation? Like, because you got Gina and you got Tank. And I don't understand how y'all three are having a conversation or what that shit was about.
Well, me and Gina was already talking, but Tank has been in the studio. He's heard records. Like, there was a song that I had. The song was actually, before All I Know came out, they wanted my first record to be, it was Carson in the House again, like the part 2 of Carson in the House. And Tank heard it and was like, nigga, don't even mix it. Just drop that motherfucker like that. Like, just, so Tank has been in there in the studio with us, like, heard, like, a bunch of song. So we was talking about that. I think the conversation started about the verses, of course.
Yeah.
I was talking about because Tank sings really good
Yeah,
live,
yeah.
so we was definitely talking about that, and then we just started talking about the music business
Gotcha.
and just different shit. And I'm seeing Gina go from like it's tripping like.
Cause you tell Tank to rap, nigga. Yeah. Rap, nigga.
Sing,
I know you
nigga.
sing, but rap, nigga.
Yeah. I know it's crazy, especially like Gina. Gina's somebody I known for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably why she said that, because it's like, of course, me and Tank talking, but Tank know who I am. So she's in the middle of a conversation with somebody that she's known from just being a fan of music, and then somebody she's known that she's actually helped and moved and maneuvered and did groundwork with.
Yeah. Shout out to Gina.
Shout out to Gina for sure.
And then also, I want to go back to the Roxy, another special moment for you, for your performance when you brought Soul out.
Man,
you brought Soul out, and I mean, you had people come out on your set, but I know that one was different for you,
especially because didn't know he was gonna do that. Had no clue. He
really?
Was gonna do that? Hell no.
Oh, so that was a surprise for you,
bro. Had no clue he was gonna walk on stage. I'm about to get into the song because, mind you, I did him before that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, Dom hit me like. That day was like he was sick. He wasn't gonna be able to make it. So I'm just like, yo, Don wasn't able to make it, blah, blah, but fuck that, we going up.
Yeah.
And then the song play, and I look to my side, and it's Ab-Soul, like he with his hand on my shoulder. I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. That's the king.
Yeah.
That's
what's
what's
moment,
up,
man. Good moment.
Yeah.
Carson in the house.
Yeah. Like people say that shit when that's how they greet me, but I got that from Soul.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one thing I'm really big on. Like, I don't be trying to take credit for shit that I didn't come up with. Like, that's definitely, I say it all the time, and you might see me around a little more because I'm, I'm newer right now. But, like, definitely, man, Soul been saying that shit since long term.
Facts.
Like, we've been hearing that shit from the beginning.
Yeah. Even the crack in the voice, Carson in the house.
Yeah, bro, like, because of Soul, like, the way I greet DJ Head.
Yeah.
Every time I Head, what's up?
Yeah,
Same shit, different. Every time I see Head, I approach him like that. But that's off just being an Ab-Soul fan.
Facts, me too. All right, homegrown head scratchers.
Oh shit!
These are 3 elementary school test questions.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
No, these are elementary school, so it don't have to be 5th grade. Just whatever grade I chose. Okay,
shit.
I have 3 of them for you. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So look. Even if you don't know the answer, people are depending on this to win shit. So just think about it and guess.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
They're not even that hard.
I heard you ask Blast or somebody something about a hippo. Some shit. I'm like,
I didn't even know that.
All right. What do snakes smell with?
They don't.
Snakes.
That's your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
That's incorrect.
Oh, shit.
Snakes definitely smell.
There's only a couple things a snake can smell with, my nigga.
Yeah, they mouth?
Tongue.
They tongue. That's what in their mouth, yeah.
All right. Next one.
Thought that was a trick question. Shit.
Did you play sports?
I fucked around a little bit.
How many feet are in a yard? Don't look over there. Hey.
He's the one looking like,
how many feet are in a yard?
Look this way.
Is it 3 feet in a yard?
You tell me.
3?
You tell me, nigga. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's my final answer.
It's 3.
There it is. There it is.
Ah, damn. All right. Last one. You ready?
Yeah, nigga, I got one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, because you're not going to get this one.
Nigga, I ain't been in school in so long. Shit.
Oh, we can see that.
Yeah.
All right. What do you call an area that receives 10 inches or less of rainfall each year?
I love it. Everybody's just looking up.
Hey, that nigga went. He did the Rottweilers. He was like,
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Run that question back one more time.
nah, because them niggas is saying shit. Don't say nothing.
See, I don't even.
Y'all don't say nothing.
I'm asking you.
All right. What do you call an area that receives 10 inches or less of rainfall each year? Don't look over there. Look this way.
Nigga.
Don't read the room, my nigga.
Bro, I got these shades. I don't even got my peripheral anymore. I don't know.
If you had to guess, just shoot a guess out.
Shoot.
Whatever you think.
Desert. I don't know.
Desert.
That's your final answer?
Yeah, it's my final answer.
It's a desert.
That's what happens. You shoot.
That's what happens when you shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You miss
you
about
don't-
100% of shots you don't take, nigga. Stop playing with me.
Stop
Two,
playing
hey,
with
2 for 3 on the funky bitch.
Yeah.
Bro, you know my Instagram is fucked up for commenting you funky bitch. On
Oh yeah,
something.
Really?
I can't even go live,
They shadow banned you?
bro. I'm like, it's literally. I tried to go live the other day, like, and it was like, and I went.
We saw
to
when you
what-
said you funky bitch.
I said, you
Well,
funky
white people
bitch.
don't have cultural awareness when it
I
comes.
even put a little asterisk in the B word.
They getting smart.
But
The
they had
bots.
me two. They had me for two things. One of the comments was that, and then the second one was I put somebody had asked like your favorite Joe Moses song, and I put "Go Bitch."
Oh, they was
Joe
like,
Moses and Ty Dolla $ign, and those two. I can't
Are
go
you
on live.
serious?
Can't go on live because of that.
Shouts out to Joe Moses. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Joe
Gotta
Moses.
take that
Yeah.
Shadow ban. Jayson, man, the year can't end without you doing what?
Dropping more music.
Projects? You talking
Shit.
video? What we saying?
Shit, man.
All of the above?
Man, you know when you drop the music, supposed to be some videos with that
There
shit.
you go. There
All
you
right, I got a question that you probably not gonna answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Read the Room is out now.
Right.
Whenever you do decide to drop an album, what is that album title gonna be?
I had a few because at first before Read the Room, I thought my first project would be called Canberra Ave on the label. I felt like it would have been that. But after I finished Read the Room, like I was like the title had hit me for the next shit, and that was I'm Only Human. But I don't know if that's gonna be what the next shit is. I want to continue to do like different sayings and quotes that we use every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it kind of resonate with people. It make you use it a little different. Like how many times you have to tell people to read the room or just so many different things. Like, but those were definitely titles that I flirted with for sure. Like I literally thought my album would be called Canberra Ave, but I don't know. It might be Canberra Ave, but it might not. It just depends. It depends what the music sound like as well.
Yeah.
Who's coming up now whose music you fuck with? Somebody that we might not be, or that the country might not be up on right now. Who you fucking with? They need to pay attention to. You would introduce them to Dom Kennedy in the parking lot.
No.
I would introduce Hollandaise,
Shouts out, man.
Shout out to Hollandaise.
Desimo the Dog.
Mm-hmm. She hard.
Damn, it's because I'm thinking on the spot like people that I just literally fuck with. Shit, well, he's on my shit, but Major like that's my favorite singer for sure. I'm trying to think like who we be fucking with. Oh, P1.
Shout out to P1.
Yeah, P1 for sure.
P1.
I would definitely introduce
That's good,
P1.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
If I didn't say her name, man, charge it to my mind, not my heart. Like you know when you got that short amount of time and you just trying to
It's all good.
think fast,
Yeah, I
but for
understand
sure.
that.
Read the Room out now.
Yeah, man, stop playing. Read the room.
Jayson Cash, man, we appreciate you checking on through. Man, appreciate you coming on in, man. Long time overdue, but I'm glad it's at the right time, at the right moment, man.
Nah, thanks for having me.
Yes,
For real,
indeed,
for real.
man. Homegrown Radio, Chuck Dizzle, DJ Ed, Jayson Cash.
Carson.
Catch y'all
Carson in the
Yeah,
house.
you funky bitch, since I can't say it on Instagram.